Okay, I'm back. I'm back. And this is February 23rd of 2015. This is Monday night. I just uploaded the first one. God said no. A while ago, he spoke to me and he said, go ahead and do more, as much as you can tonight. Then I can upload my other video of my on my life series. I meant to say earlier. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and read. I was on page 7. I was on page 7. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and leave off, read from where I left off a while ago. Okay. Only believe, only believe. All things are possible. Only believe. Only believe, only believe. All things are possible with God. Only believe. And I believe that all this here is true. It's all true. It's all true. Okay, page 7. Here we go. 1 minute 31 seconds. I'm going to leave off from where I was, okay? Okay. I'm so glad I have my subscribers and my friends. And okay. Okay, strange weather, earthquakes occurring in diverse places. Matthew 24:7, Isaiah 24:19 through 20, Revelation 6, verses 12 and through 14. Now that's where I left off. Okay, 16. Okay, 16. Verses 18 through 20. Seismic activity is on the rise. Environmental devastation of the planet foreseen. Revelations 11:18. Our generation has done more to ravage the environment than any previous generation. There would be signs in the sun. Luke 21:25. In recent years, there has been a massive increase in solar activity. Recorded still future paranormal events must yet occur. Revelations 13, verses 13 and 14. Revelation 16, verses 14. The fact that God once flooded the earth, the Noahic flood, would be denied. That's 2 Peter chapter 3, verses 5 and 6. There is a mass of fossil evidence to prove this fact, yet it is flatly ignored by most of the scientific world, because it was judgment from God on man's wickedness. 11. Remember, there's 38 reasons that we're living in the last days. A move towards global government. Daniel chapter 2, verses 40 through 44. Chapter 7, verse 23. Revelations chapter 13, verses 7 and 8. The former Roman Empire, which encompassed present-day Europe, would revive and eventually dominate the world. The European Union has steadily moved forward in its attempt to unite Europe politically and economically. It has succeeded in creating a European Parliament, a court, and a common currently, page 8. Okay, 12. Literal Babylon, formerly called Babel, Genesis 10:10, would reemerge in the land Shinar, known today as Iraq. Zechariah 5:11, Isaiah 13. Saddam Hussein spent over 20 years rebuilding the city of Babylon. Today, with Saddam's regime overthrown, the international community is discussing how to rebuild Iraq. 13. In increased interest in vegetarianism, anticipated 1 Timothy 4, verses 3 and through 4 and 4, commanding to abstain from meats. The New Age movement has swept the globe during the past 40 years, popularizing this. PETA, P-E-T-A. 14. Many wars would erupt. Mark 13, verses 7 and 8. According to Protect Plowshares, there are over so major armed conflicts in the world today. Ethnic conflicts would be prevalent. Mark 13:7 and 8. Luke 21:10. Jesus used the Greek word ethnos to describe the last days battles. Today, as never in history, we have ethnic groups rising against ethnic groups. The earth would be filled with violence. Luke 17:26. Genesis 6:11 through 13. In the United States alone, violent crimes has increased nearly 500% since 1960. 50 years ago, abortion, the violent murder of an unborn child, illegal in most countries. Today, abortion is legal in most countries, and so 50 million children are aborted each year. That's horrible. That is horrible. All right, page 9. Preparations for a global war anticipated. Joel chapter 3, verses 9 through 14. Matthew 24, verses 22. Revelation 16, verse 14. Never in history have so many nations stockpiled weapons of mass destruction. Jesus foretold there would be fearful sights. Luke 21, I think that's 21:11. The Greek word translated fearful is phobotron, which can also be translated terror. According to the United States Department, between 1981 and 2004, there were 10,605 international terrorist attacks. 15. Multitudes would travel to and fro. Daniel 12:4. Prior to the Industrial Revolution, few people traveled beyond their community. Until recently, horse, foot, and boat were the only modes of transportation. Yet today we travel by car, bus, plane, train, etc. Millions and millions are running to and fro, just as Daniel prophesied 2,500 years ago. 16. Knowledge would increase. Daniel 12:4. Today we are witnessing an explosion of available knowledge with the advent of the internet. It is estimated that our cumulative knowledge is doubling every 5 years. This exponential increase is beyond what anyone could have ever imagined. Okay, chapter 10, page 10. 17. Deadly diseases, which the Bible calls pestilences, would be common. Matthew 24:7. Emerging diseases such as AIDS, Ebola, hantavirus, dengue, West Nile, SARS, bird flu, etc. underscore this fact. Ironically, just a few decades ago, some scientists were forecasting that advances in medicine might soon eradicate deadly diseases. 18. The final generation will be open to receiving a mark on their right hand or on their forehead. Revelation 3:13-16. Consider how the up and coming generation is tattooed, pierced, and marked with all kinds of insignia. Some businesses and military branches around the world, even here in America, have already been or are currently encouraging or even implementing chipping. Even a few elementary schools have suggested this because it became mandatory. One in San Antonio last year tried to set the precedent, but were not with enough parental outrage that it never took place. For now, I will add that the chip today does not carry the spiritually damning curse that it soon will during the tribulation period. Either it or the mark of the beast will be demonically infused, and the will both go hand in hand. When many alleged to sold out allegiance to the beast. My goodness. 19. A global system would exist. Revelation 13:16 and 17. This was unthinkable in the Apostle John's day. Yet today, globalists in every legal level of the government seeking tonight to unite the world, connecting the world monetarily, is crucial to their goal. A man would control all banking and commerce. Revelation 13, 17, and 18. Remember, the prophecy was pinned to 2,000 years before our computer-driven society. Yet, until recently, you couldn't have dreamed how a person would control all commerce. My. That's page 10. Page 11. I'm going to try to do page 11. Famines, 20. Famines would be common. Luke 21:11. Revelation 6, verses 5 through 8. According to the United Nations, an estimated 852 million people went hungry in 2004. The United Nations Food and Agricultural Organizations estimates that about 805 million people of the 73 billion people in the world alone in 9 were suffering from chronic. I can't hardly read this. That the friend of mine helped me write this. Hungry people lived in developing countries, representing aspersion of the population of developing countries. Some of this I can't hardly read. There are 11 million people undernourished in developed countries. Oh, I'm doing my video.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's just my friend bringing out my snack. Well, I'm going to have to time this out. Some of this I can't hardly, but that's okay. It's all right. I'm going to go back over this again. It's been almost 12 minutes. I'm going to go back over this again. This was page 11. So we did a little bit more. We did a little bit more tonight. Praise God. We did a little bit more. So I'll just redo that again on my next video. I'll redo that again. Yeah, I've got my sign up out there, but he forgot. He sometimes brings me a snack when I'm, but he forgot. He's just a very dear friend. He's one of our roommates and everything. So 12 minutes and 30 seconds. So I'm going to have to get off here pretty soon. God bless you, and I hope that you could make most of that out. I hope so. I'm going to have to go back over that because he wrote it too close together, and that's what it was. I couldn't hardly make it out. So God bless you, and I will finish this in the morning. I'll do the rest of it in the morning, and so come back and see me. And so I'll be going on my journey. Please go with me on my journey now. My next video will be the series, continuing my series on my life. I'm not quite sure what I want to do on this one. I don't know, on this next one. So, alrighty. Well, God bless you. I'm going to have to get off of here now. It's been almost 13 minutes and 19 seconds. So, at least you got most of it and everything. So, alrighty. Until the next video, God bless you, and stay on your toes. Stay alert. That's imperative. Stay alert, because everything's coming true. I read all the Bible scriptures so far, and we're not even halfway through this. Well, yeah, I guess we're a little most halfway through it. But this is awesome. It's just it sends chills all over me when I read all through that on that post on there, and I thought, I've got to write that down. If it takes me 2 or 3 days, I've got to write it down. So I've got to go. Bye bye for now.